What will happen when you cut out sugar? Well, a lot of things. It's no secret that Americans consume too much sugar. According to the CDC, Americans consume an average of 266 calories per day of added sugar. The leading source of added sugar is from sugar-sweetened beverages like soda, juice, and sports drinks. And that accounts for approximately 25% of Americans' added sugar intake. Closely following that is desserts, sweet snacks, and that accounts for about 20%. And then other sources of added sugar are in the forms of coffee and tea when we sweeten those, and candy and breakfast bars, and then also sweetened dairy products like milk and yogurt. So the CDC recommends that Americans consume no more than 10% of your caloric intake in sugars. So in a 2,000 calorie diet, that's no more than 200 calories from added sugar. The American Heart Association says it should be even less than that. It should be no more than 9 tablespoons for men, which is about 150 calories, and 6 tablespoons for women, approximately 100 calories. But even less is certainly better, and here's why. When you eat added sugar, like candy or drinking soda, your body quickly converts it to glucose and sends it out into your bloodstream. These are referred to as simple sugars because they're processed so quickly into glucose. And this rapid spike in glucose in your bloodstream means your body, specifically your pancreas, produces a bunch of insulin to help your cells absorb the glucose and use it for energy. But just as quickly as the sugar enters the blood, it leaves the blood and you feel that big crash. So you go from a big spike up to a big drop down. Conversely, complex carbohydrates like whole grains, oatmeal, vegetables, beans, peas, they're all processed much more slowly. Your body gradually converts these carbohydrates into glucose, giving you less of a spike and more of a lasting effect of energy than that simple sugar where you feel that big spike and then the big drop. So if you go with the complex carbohydrates, you'll feel less of a drastic drop in energy. So talking about changes, if you were to cut sugar out, the first change you'll notice if you cut out sugar in your diet is you'll notice less energy spikes and less crashes. You'll hopefully also notice more lasting energy throughout your day. You'll feel less fatigue, less exhaustion, if you're giving your body sustainable energy that can carry itself out throughout the whole day. The next change you'll notice is your cravings. And to be honest, you'll notice changes in both ways. When you first decide to make a change in your diet and you reduce the amount of sugar you consume, your body will likely have really intense cravings. This is because your body is essentially addicted to sugar. Sugar intake is linked to the reward system in your brain. When you consume sugar, your body releases dopamine and you feel good temporarily. Unfortunately, this feeling doesn't last and your body craves it again. Studies are even beginning to show that this also remains true for artificially sweetened beverages like diet sodas and sugar-free energy drinks. And that's in addition to the actual sugar cravings. So breaking this cycle can be difficult and your cravings will likely be high at first, but it won't last forever. It can last from a few days to a few weeks, depending on the individual. But once you get through those first few tough days, you'll notice drastic changes in your cravings for the better. As your body breaks the sugar craving cycle, you're gonna feel more in control of your diet, and your body won't feel so reliant on sugar to satisfy itself anymore, which is going to help you stick to any healthy diet or eating plan that you're trying to handle. So the next change you may notice is actually in your teeth. That's right, you can actually notice physical dental changes by cutting out sugar. Sugar is the primary food source for the bacteria living in your mouth. These bacteria are what causes tooth decay and bad breath. So by cutting out sugar, the bacteria will not grow and not spread as rapidly. Pair this with daily brushing and daily flossing, and you're going to have better breath and less tooth decay. Your dentist may even notice those changes too, so they might thank you as well. The fourth change that you'll notice by cutting out sugar is in body inflammation. Now, this one will vary quite drastically for each individual. Research is limited on just how sugar causes inflammation, but we know that they are definitely linked. Some doctors have concluded that sugar stimulates the production of free fatty acids in the liver, and when the body digests these fatty acids, the resulting compounds trigger an inflammatory process throughout the body. This could be found in your joints, in your artery walls, in your immune system, in your gut, even in your eyes. So cutting out sugar may lead to less pain in your joints, like your knees and your elbows. You may also reduce your risk of heart disease by reducing the arterial wall inflammation that can lead to the plaque buildup in your arteries and cause high blood pressure. You may even feel improvement in your GI system, in your gut, as your gut biome stabilizes and healthy gut bacteria continues to do its job, preventing absorption of germs and other pathogenic materials. So as you cut your sugar intake, you will notice drastic changes in all inflammation throughout your body as well. The fifth and final change that you may notice is in your weight. Now, will you notice dramatic changes in weight after 2 weeks without sugar? Probably not, but you might. More importantly though, the first 4 changes in your health that we have already discussed are what will help you lose weight in the long run. Cutting out sugar alone will not change your weight because it's all about calories, and you may be getting calories from somewhere else if you're not getting them from sugar. But by cutting out sugar, you'll improve your energy levels, you'll reduce cravings and inflammation, and all of that will help you get control of your diet and stick to a nutrition plan that is sustainable for you. And it will help you be successful in the long run. So I hope that this information was helpful for you. Comment below, let me know what you thought, and let me know what you want to see next. Until then, be well, and I'll see you next time.